Hey, it's Robert over at Bloomington Acura Subaru. Today I'm going to do a walk around video on our first 2024 TLX A-Spec. Now this is the brand new urban gray pearl color. I love it. I think it looks awesome. And I'm going to go over some of the changes they've done with the 2024 model. And I think there's a lot of really good ones. So let's get started. I'm going to start with a quick walk around of the car first, and then we'll kind of get into some of the updates and changes that they've done to the new 2024 TLX A-Spec, but just so you guys can get a good shot of the car in the new urban gray pearl color. So since we're here, we'll start in the rear. Now in the rear, the only real change is they've gone to the circular exhaust tips instead of those kind of rectangular shaped ones there. In the trunk, no changes as far as opening, and doesn't look to be any changes here. You do have the 60-40 or more like 70-30, 70-30 split there. The handles you can use to drop down those seats. Then down below, just like before, no spare tire in the TLX. So you have your tire inflator kit, your funnel for gas, and then your battery is actually down below this little piece of styrofoam up here. On the side, we've got brand new wheels, and they now come with the black lugs. So I really like that. The silver ones before are nice. I think they should have done a black Acura logo there personally, like on the PMC Type S TLX, but I like the new wheel design. I like the new lug nuts. I think it flows really well, and in this urban gray pearl color, you can see how similar they come. Gas cap, just like before, if the car is unlocked, just push in on the door there, and it is capless. All four doors do have the three little grooves here. Let's see if you can see that. So you can lock the doors from those grooves and then grab the door handles to unlock. Side of the car, no real changes there. And then up front, really the main change is going to be the new grille. So I'll go over to the previous generation that we've got over there so you can see how different they are. But if you are familiar, typically we're used to the TLXs having this kind of big metal plate around the logo. Now they were able to get rid of the plate, just do the logo with this really cool, I don't know if they still call it the Diamond Pentagon grille, but I love the way it looks. I love seeing the coolers back behind. You've got intercooler right there. So really good. For the comparison, here's a 2023 TLX, so you can see the plate around the logo, and it's got a very different style design here. And this one has a frame around it, whereas the current 2024 is now frameless, similar to the Integra model. And then just for comparison, since we're here, these were the previous wheels for the A-Spec. Not a bad wheel, not my favorite. I didn't like this kind of rounded corner there, and I didn't really care for the chrome lug nuts on the A-Spec package. So we'll do one more kind of quick look at the outside, and then we'll work our way inside the car and go over some of those changes there. I'm really excited to see the Type S once we have the red brake calipers and the quad exhaust. I think it'll be really, really cool. Looking at the window sticker, we can now see that the total price comes out to $51,795 for this urban gray pearl 24 TLX A-Spec. Another feature I didn't realize that they updated on this car is it now comes with remote start on the key fob. So it doesn't actually say it under the A-Spec feature list, but if you go up to exterior features, you can see remote engine start right there. So for those of you guys wondering, US model TLX A-Specs do come with remote engine start. In the back seat of the 24 TLX, you can see you've got really nice red stitching to contrast the black, the ebony leather. Inside, just like the previous one, you will have the Alcantara inserts on both the front and rear seats. You do have a really nice really cushiony armrest back here. And they also added this extra little slot so you can leave a phone or snacks, whatever you may need. And they also now have charging points. So you have charging vents back here, and then obviously your air vents that you can open and close if you need to. Heading into the front seat, once again, you've got the red stitching with the ebony Milano leather there. You've got all your 4 auto up-down windows, window locks, door locks, mirror adjuster, so left, right, and then use the D-pad there. Really nice door handle, 2-position memory seat, and then also your trunk release there. These seats will be 12-way, so you can raise the front and the rear, as well as slide it back, tilt, and then 4-way for your lumbar control. Now, just like the previous TLXs, we do once again have the Alcantara inserts, so you can see what that looks like. I personally love it. I love that it keeps you in the seat. You're not sliding around as if it were a full leather seat. And then up front, once again, we do have the D shape, the flat bottom steering wheel. Now, no heated steering wheel as standard for the US model A-Spec TLXs, but you can get that as an accessory. We're actually going to do it on this car, so I'll have an update video showing off some of the accessories that we will be putting on this car for people to take a look at. Heading inside, let me zoom out here a little bit for you guys. So inside, it feels really nice. One thing I can say, I know that they added more sound deadening material to the car, and I don't know if it's just in my head, but the door does feel like it has a more solid close. It feels just more heavy, thick. I think it's gonna be really nice once you start driving. Now we'll go ahead and put the car into accessory mode here. So you can see we do have the all-new digital display up front, and then they have the larger 12-inch display in the center. So essentially, if you guys have seen the new the new MDX, these displays will look very, very familiar to you. Zoom in a little bit. So on the right side, this is what it will look like. You can scroll up and down using the right dial here, and that will change what you see on the right half of your screen. What I really like is when you change the driving modes, it does change the style of the display. And they have 2 different versions of this display. So let me go down to gauge settings, gauge layout. So you have advanced and you have crafted. Crafted will be your more traditional 2-pod layout. I do like this, but at least in sport mode, I like the advanced styling there myself. When you hit the brakes, your brake lights do appear on the icon in the center. Signals as well will appear. So just fun little things there that I really enjoy. You do also have a menu you can access. So if I click menu, you will see it on the left side, and then we can scroll up or down. And this is kind of another way to go through your main screen without having to use the touchpad. Now, besides that, everything else here looks pretty much the same. Same layout on the steering wheel. You have your same wipers, mist, turn signals, lights over here. And then down below, we once again still have parking sensors, vehicle stability control, safety features, dimming, and then your parking brake down here. Now, looking down and up front here, just to give you guys a fun little pan. So very nice. Now, let's start back over here. So, TLX A-Spec before did come with a wireless charger. You still get that, but now you have wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Looks like one change inside the center box here is you have USB-C. Previously, you had 2 USB-A, so now you have 1 USB-A, 1 USB-C, but nice large area. It is lit up. You do have coin tray over there, as well as 12-volt power outlet. And it's very comfortable. It's a higher tunnel over here, so it's a really nice place to rest your arm when you're driving. Now, there's tons of videos explaining the touchpad. The touchpad hasn't changed, so it's still a 1-to-1 ratio where top left is top left, bottom right is bottom right, and then this pad on the right side will adjust the right screen there. But obviously, it is a little bit bigger than before. I'm just going to see what changes we have on the inside here. So it looks like ambient lighting now has its own option right here. Ambient light theme, so they have adjusted it a little bit. But once you're on this screen, it looks the same as before. So if we do Pacific Coast, so now we'll have the blue color up top, and then you can't see, but there will be a sand color down there at the bottom just to match that there. Let's take a look. Smart shortcuts, we've got that. We've got Amazon Alexa, so you can set your Amazon account. I'm going to go into settings and see if anything else has changed in here, or if it's just a larger version of what we previously had. So auto high beam, they now have auto high beam in the lighting setup. So that's really nice. A lot of people struggle with getting that set up. Looks like everything else though is the same as before. So no real changes once you're in the inside the screen, except for the ambient light being one of the options. But I will say, sitting here, I do really like this larger screen. It's it feels a lot easier to see, and I didn't think it'd make as big of a difference as it does, but it is really nice. Now down below, we once again have physical buttons for heating and cooling. And one thing I really like about this car is this is the only gloss black. All the actual buttons you push are having a matte finish here, so you're not going to get any fingerprint marks. You've got your cooling seats, you've got your heated seats. They're both 3 levels for those. Fan speed, mode, defrosting, all the same stuff that you would get in a 21 to 23 TLX. Once again, dynamic mode. You can see it looks like it's all the same modes as before. So sport, normal, and comfort. Obviously, the Type S will come with a Sport Plus mode, and I'll do a video on the Type S when we get there. And then you also have your individual mode as well. So if I push and hold that, then we can adjust our individual mode settings. And oh, look at this, ambient lighting theme. Okay, same as before. So you can have it set to comfort, normal, sport, or just change it to whatever color you want, and then you don't have to worry about anything there. Looks like all of these are exactly the same as before, but now you have gauge, which gauge will let you change what it looks like, which we didn't have the first time. Up top, you do have your auto-dimming rear view mirror with your 3 garage door buttons on the side. Let's see if we can kind of zoom in on that. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Oh, it's almost did it. You guys understand that. The garage door button's right there. And then up top, you've got lights, you've got your Acura Link and assist buttons here with the pull down for emergencies only, tilt and opening for your sunroof, same as before. And then these are for your lights. I always just click door, so that way when you open the doors, your lights turn on automatically. And then further back, you also have your sunglasses holder up here. Besides that, the rest of the cabin, very similar. You've got this kind of nice step-up design there. You have your blind spot detection in the corner here, same as before. So if you guys aren't familiar with the TLX, let me turn up the brightness a little bit. It's right here in this corner is where the blind spot turns on. So very similar to before, just a few differences with the wireless and the main screens. But overall, I'm very, very happy with these updates. I hope you guys liked this first look at the 24 TLX A-Spec. I'm super excited about it. I'm excited to go take it for a drive here once we've got all the accessories on it. If there's anything you want me to cover specifically on the car, let me know. If there's any accessories you want to see, let me know as well. And I'll see you in the next video.